Right now, Bitcoin has just broken above one of the most critical resistance levels in the market, and everything is lining up in a very bullish way. On the imminent short term, Bitcoin is building a strong uptrend and retesting a previously stubborn resistance zone, which is now flipping into support. That's a classic bullish sign, but that's not all. We're also seeing a new CME gap forming around $96,000 to $99,000, and if history repeats itself, we'll likely fill that gap by the end of today or early Monday. That setup gives us strong potential for at least a 1% move upward within the next 24 hours, possibly more if momentum continues. Zooming out just a bit, Bitcoin is forming a classic ascending triangle pattern, a bullish structure that's already breaking to the upside. And here's where it gets even more exciting. We're now consistently creating higher highs and higher lows, pushing within an upward sloping channel. This slow and steady grind up is exactly the kind of strength you want to see. Now keep your eyes on this level, 95K to 96K. It's a key resistance zone that Bitcoin is now turning into solid support. If that holds, the next major target could be $12,000, even better. Funding rates are still negative, meaning the majority of traders are betting against Bitcoin. Historically, that's a bullish signal. It shows there's no euphoria yet, and when uptrends meet negative funding rates, the market tends to surge. So in the short term, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin push toward $11,000, maybe even higher. Looking at the weekly time frame, things remain bullish. We're building a higher low, but what we need next is a higher high to keep the trend alive. If we top out too early, we risk forming a lower high, which could signal a macro top. But right now, the setup still favors the bulls. In my view, we're entering the final phase of this exponential growth cycle, and I'm targeting around 130K to 140K as a strong zone to begin scaling out, especially from altcoins. Now, I'll never go fully out of crypto. I'm holding my Bitcoin long term. But for altcoins, I'll be taking profits and rotating into cash-flowing assets like real estate. That's my personal approach to locking in gains. Back to Bitcoin's price action. History is rhyming once. Again, we've broken out of a falling wedge pattern and we're retesting the previous all-time high. As long as we stay above this current trend line, I'm not worried. I've still got my trades open. And if you want to follow along, check the links in the description to copy them. Here's how I'm playing it. Bitcoin take profit, $110,000. Ethereum take profit, $2,500, and yes, I'll be watching closely for signs of a top. When that moment comes, I'll also rotate into short positions using futures grid trading bots, one of the most effective tools in this kind of market. Also worth noting, the EMA ribbon on the 3-day chart just flipped bullish again. Historically, every time this happens after a brief red phase, we see a strong continuation rally. That's happening now. As for Ethereum, it's finally printing a green monthly candle after 5 months. Historically, May brings a 27% average gain for ETH, and we're only about 2% in so far. There's definitely room for a solid move. On top of that, Vitalik just proposed simplifying Ethereum's Layer 1, more like Bitcoin, which could improve scalability and user adoption. Combine that with ETH sitting at a legendary support level, and it's starting to look undervalued. Even more bullish? 0 out of the 30 peak bull market indicators have triggered yet, meaning there's still a lot of upside potential left in this cycle. All signs are pointing toward one final powerful rally, and when that happens, I'll be managing risk, taking profits and sharing every step of the strategy with you here.